beautiful souls, welcome back. If it's your first time here, my name is Tori Chalet, also known as the artistic type, and here we are all about style and simple living, what I like to call soft minimalism. So please stick around. But let me just say this. You guys showed up and showed out for me. Words cannot describe how much I want to say thank you. And if you're wondering what these balloons are, I think a little bit over now, but by the time my dear friend and sorority sister Stacy saw this, I was at 2K followers, and I am literally like still in shock. By the time you guys get this video, I hope I have gone through all the comments. If not, please charge it to my head and not my heart. As I said before, I am trying to navigate this space with so much grace for myself. And so I literally uploaded that video and in a way went and hid in my closet. I literally was just like, okay, I'm gonna post and I'm gonna walk away. And for various reasons, I just wanted to do it. I felt very good about it. It felt very aligned. But as I entered this space, I really did not want to get caught up in the results. So I never looked at my analytics. I still haven't looked at my analytics besides, the ones that they show when I click on my video, when I'm going to go respond to comments. But my daughter has saw my analytics, friends have saw my analytics, and so my friend Stacy, when we had brunch the other day, she brought me these balloons to celebrate me, and I'm so grateful, and some flowers, and just the amount of support that you guys have shown me just in that one video in this short span of time just is really confirmation for me that this was the right time, this was the right space and the right place, and I am so grateful for you guys, for the support. For the new subscribers, welcome. And if you are just here, like I said, for the first time, make sure you stick around, subscribe, hit the notification button, because I'm not really sure when I'm going to post, but I just want to make sure that you are notified when I do. So again, thank you so much. This is going to be a learning curve. Some of you guys asked me a few questions, and I was just like, oh yeah, girl, I forgot to share my outfit. I forgot to do a few things. And so as I am getting familiar with this space, I am going to make sure that I do a better job of covering all my bases in terms of sharing links and sharing what I have. So before we get into the actual video, let me just make sure I give you an outfit breakdown. So we're going to start with my hat, which is of course a Yankees hat. This is kind of like my go-to. You'll probably see me wear a lot of hats as this fall season continues to go through. And quite frankly, it's time for me to get my locks retied. So the hat is what's going to work for today. So I think I got this at Culture Kings. So Culture Kings is where I got my Yankees hat online. These glasses I got at a local fair, like a local shopping farmers market thing. So I don't have the information to these glasses that I have. These earrings, I got them at a local boutique. They're old, so I don't remember. But this is this necklace is from Saison. This vest I have on is part of the Janae Naylor times Target Future Collective Collection. But today I am rocking it just with my little Amazon tennis skirt. Like I said, I wanted something cute, chic, but very simple and casual. And so this is what we are wearing today. We're gonna also rock these sandals from, I'm having a brain fart, but I'm gonna put it right here on the screen what my sandals are. And then I'm going to just rock my Charles & Keith handbag. So today is an all black look, which is very normal for me. I'm not sure if they have this bag still left on the website, because I bought this a while ago, like maybe a year and a half, 2 years, maybe 2 years ago, I'm not sure. But if they have it, I will definitely make sure that I leave the links to all of my outfits. Oh, my lipstick. This lipstick is, I want to say, by Joe Michelle Pro, and it's the Rasta lip stain. So If I have any of this wrong, I'll make sure I put it on the screen what it is. And so all the links will be provided in the detail section if there is a link. So soft minimalism. So the video that you're about to see is actually a pre-recorded video that I did for my newsletter subscribers, and I wanted to make sure that I share it with you guys just so you can kind of get an idea what soft minimalism what soft minimalism is for me. And just to give you kind of a little bit of background story on how I got into minimalism in the first place. I know you guys have been waiting to, kind of hear my story, hear what soft minimalism is all about. I did get someone in the comments, and I've actually heard a couple of people say, oh, I've never heard of soft minimalism. This is going to break down pretty much how I see it, how I adopted it for myself, and to ultimately share my story with you guys. So again, I cannot thank you enough for your support. I hope that you continue to stick around and rock with your girl. And of course, if there is anything that you would like for me to talk about, make sure you leave me a comment below, and I will definitely get this content pumping. But of course, give me grace and have a beautiful, beautiful day. See you at the next video. Beautiful souls, welcome back. It is so good to be back in front of this camera, and today is kind of a special, I guess, her newsletter video because I'm just diving in a little bit more deeper into my actual lifestyle. Now, if you have been following me on Instagram for a while, or even if you're new to the newsletter, wherever you have landed with me, you may have seen some posts where I have referenced my lifestyle as into soft minimalism. And so today, I just kind of want to give you the meaning of soft minimalism and what it is to me, and how I have more so adopted this part of the lifestyle, and a little bit how I transitioned to it. So let's dive right in. So when we talk about soft minimalism, I will be quite honest with you, I did not coin that term. It is not something that I just made up. The word actually comes from the architectural design world, where they are referencing more so the decor aspect of it being a inviting and a warm and a calming and comfortable environment. So it's a technical term that really belongs to the design world, and I just so came across the word and I loved it because I felt like it really applies to my personal life right now, as being someone who has been on a healing journey, adding that onto the minimalism journey that I've been on for the last 8 to 9 years, and we have landed at soft minimalism. So soft minimalism is just something that is more personal to me, and it's what I have kind of named my lifestyle, because I feel like minimalism in general has been kind of taken out of context. The true meaning of it is really just about removing distractions, just to live a more intentional, abundant life, giving you more freedom, more peace. And then when we, came across the term soft living or soft girl era, it was all about healing and self-love and doing less and all of the things. So they really go hand in hand. And I felt like my minimalism journey really brought me to this softer side of myself more so recently, when I had my own personal identity switch over the last 2 years. And so when I saw that word, I was watching something, I saw it, and I was like, you know what, I think I like that, because I started with minimalism, and then I was like simple living, because with minimalism, it comes with so many preconceived notions of you having one fork, one spoon. It's a lot of lack. There's no color. It has to be neutral. Like, it has to be this one particular thing, and there's like just this one defined meaning of it. And it's so far from the truth. It's literally a lifestyle that you really define your own terms with, right? And so I wanted to, with it being something that's been transformational for my personal life, and it's been such a blessing to my personal life, I've been wanting to really share that aspect of it, but it's just been so hard, because anytime I mention it, it's just someone in the comments like, well, I can't live a minimal lifestyle. That's good for you, girl, but I can't. And then I've had some people that ask me, where do I start? And so that term minimalist or minimalism, I feel like it's kind of a scarier thing to approach. And so I decided to lighten the load, because I personally kind of went through the stripping of minimalism and took some things away, and then I realized, okay, I needed to add some things back on. And so I was like, you know what, let me do simple living. Just approaching life more simple, making things in my life more simple, and I love that aspect. But then when I seen that word soft, I was like, this is just where I am. And so this lifestyle's kind of evolved as I've evolved over the years, and so I have landed here at soft minimalism. And so again, it's not anything that's particularly coined, or anything that's like just set in stone. It is a way of living, not the way of living. And it's what you make it. So when it comes to minimalism, simple living, slow living, all of that really just equates you getting rid of the distractions, taking care of yourself, living more intentionally, living more abundantly, aligning your life, and just living a life that you truly desire. That's what really all of this is about. It doesn't look a certain way. It's a very, very personal journey. And so I think that's why for me it's kind of evolved and it's kind of turned into its own thing, because it's my journey. And so when you see me, you know, have soft minimalism, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like for me. And for you, if you decide to, you know, take on the lifestyle, it may look completely different for you. And so I really just wanted to share the importance of what it is. And for me, in a nutshell, I find it to be the parallel of intentional living and intentional healing. And that's pretty much why I love the idea of soft minimalism. It is the way, it is me healing while living this very aligned, intentional lifestyle. It doesn't have any rules, it doesn't have any parameters, it has a lot of grace, it has a lot of forgiveness. And so I'm not trapping myself feeling like, oh my God, I have 7 blazers, or oh my God, I'm buying another pillow, or I'm feeling this. It's me utilizing the tools that I've learned over healing, to be able to deal with consumption, or to be able to better tackle consumption, or to be more mindful when I'm buying things, but also giving myself grace of saying I do deserve. So it's really just kind of a hybrid of both, and not lack, not less, not dull. And so I just want to convey that to people, that that lifestyle can look exactly how you want it to look. You can still be a soft minimalist, a simple liver, a slow liver, or even just a minimalist with color. I choose to do neutrals because this is what made me feel comfortable at home. I'll definitely dive into all that more later, but it does not come with a color. It does not come with a number. It is just what you make it. As long as you are removing the distractions, removing the bulk of things out of your life, so that you can get to clarity, you can get to peace, and ultimately maybe healing or even therapy, because that is pretty much how I got to this point. Clearly, a background story into how I got into minimalism. Long story short, I was in a very uncomfortable space in my life around 2014, 2015. I was already a mother, I was a homeowner, I had just sold my house, I was on the verge. I think I had just sold my salon, my business. I was just like really unhappy. I was financially just like kind of all over the place, mentally, spiritually. And it was like I was checking all of these things off of my list of things that I wanted to do in my life, but I still didn't feel a sense of fulfillment. I didn't feel a sense of contentment. I was just always doing things to fill the gaps. And I came across this TED Talk, and this guy was talking about how he, adopted this lifestyle, and how eventually him and his wife sold their things. They moved to another country, and it was just this thing. And I just kind of went down this rabbit hole of listening to all these videos, these TED Talks, and finally got to the minimalist documentary. And it just seemed like all of these people just had this awakening, and ultimately they had this sense of freedom. And that word just was kind of like the constant. And I was like, I think that's what I need. I think that's what I'm looking for, because I just felt completely strapped in all of those areas, emotionally, spiritually, financially, all of those things. And I was like, I need a release. I need some freedom. And so after a lot of research and looking into it, I finally put into action. At that time, I was living in a 1,400 square foot townhome. I mean, a 1,400 square foot loft condo. It was really dope, really cool. But I was ready to just simplify my life completely. And so I kind of did the minimalist thing where I got rid of all these things, got rid of all that stuff. And even at the time, I was in this spirit of really letting go and detaching myself from things. So at that time, I even cut all my hair off, and I moved into a 619 square foot studio apartment, high rise. Yes, I went from 1,500, I think I went from 1,700 townhome to a 1,400 square foot loft to a 619 square foot studio, me and my daughter. And I know everybody thought I was really crazy, but when I tell you that was one of the happiest years of my life. I mean, I felt sexy, I was in shape, I felt very confident, and just like not having any hair. I just felt like this complete new person. And it really was freeing. It was a great space to be in. And as I enjoyed that process, I was creative. I just had a lot of things going on that year that was great. And I was like, wow, after letting all of that go, this is what I get? Okay, girl. And then I found myself like in this space of like, okay, girl, you let it all go, you feel good. And I still found myself in the mirror like, oh, okay, so what do we do? And at that point, I realized that I had decluttered my way down. I got rid of all the distractions, where now I had to clear this space. And I was like, okay, well, now it's time to declutter you, Tori. Now it's time to really get down to the root of why you can't seem to get some kind of contentment and some type of fulfillment in your life. And so that kind of spearheaded my healing journey. And of course, we know there's no heal, it's always a healing process. And so over those years, and I think around that time, it was 2018, 2019 or something like that. This was probably like a year or so before the pandemic. And so I was really just in a good space, and I was like smiling. I was learning myself again, learning myself in this new space, making better decisions, getting a better grip of my finances. But I hadn't quite started therapy yet, but I was working on some internal things. And so fast forward through a relationship and going through a couple of therapists, to finding my therapist, to finding counseling, coaching, and just kind of where I am now today, without decluttering my life and kind of just ridding myself of the things that consumed me. It really made space for me to welcome and open up people, but more importantly, to be able to take in therapy, coaching, and the help that I needed to get through some of those barriers. And it was one of the best decisions of my life. Because of minimalism, it brought me to my healing journey. It's left me in a really beautiful space. I am extremely passionate about this particular subject, and I would love to expound on it a little bit more, but I wanted to kind of give you the who, what, when, and where of soft minimalism. And so it's not for any particular set of people, it's for anyone. And I would say it's for anyone who desires to just get more clarity in their life, who decides that they've just had enough, or you're just fed up with life as it is, and you want to make a change, you want to make an identity switch, you want to live more intentionally and more abundantly, you want to live a more aligned life, you want what you want and what you want to do and what you want in life to actually be your life. If you kind of want to bring those things together, then It could be a lifestyle that you may want to adopt. It doesn't come with male or female. It just comes with readiness. When to start? When you're ready. Essentially, it's not something that has a timeline. It's not something that has a start date, like, you know, how we talk about working out. I'm gonna start on Monday. No, you can start now. You can start with just saying, hey, I'm just gonna go watch a video, or, you know, there's no date, there's no time, there's no beginning, there's no ending. It is literally a journey that you have to be ready for when you are ready. Where do I start? Those things honestly are, it's really up to you. You can start however you want to start. You can start whenever you want to start, and you can start at wherever aspect of your life that you want to start at. But I definitely would say just kind of educate yourself a little bit more. Watch a couple of YouTube videos. Definitely watch the Minimalist documentary and just kind of see what the initial movement is about. I'm sure at this point it's been years, and so many people have so many perspectives. There are a lot of minimalist influencers. I can only speak from my particular journey, and I would love to do that. So just make sure you let me know what are some of the things that you would like for me to expound on. And I would also love to share my personal journey. So this was just a quick video. I just wanted to really tap in and give you guys just a general sense of what it really is, and also what it's not, because there are a lot of misconceptions that come with the word minimalism, simple living, all of those things, when really it is for the good. And it's not this cult. It's not this thing of like, join my cult and and you'll be set free. It's definitely not that. It's something that has its ebbs, it has its flows, it has its ups, it has its downs. But it's a beautiful journey. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you have definitely seen me kind of grow, and you've seen me kind of just shift and change in a lot of ways. Some of you guys may have seen that I'm probably a little bit more calm, I'm a little bit more quiet, I'm definitely a little bit more muted. But this is just where I am, and this is what makes me feel good. And for me, I have a very creative and colorful mind, so I needed something to calm me down. So that's why I'm definitely more of a neutral girl now, because that's just where I am in my life. And so yeah, that's that. But if you're still watching this video, thank you guys so much. Be sure to leave me a comment, a DM, or send me an email at theartistictype@gmail.com, and let me know what you would like to know more about minimalism or soft minimalism, and how I can help you to adopt that lifestyle. All right, thank you guys.